Like, I wouldn't say it's a case by case situation, but I do think it depends on how I feel in the situation. So if I start off already feeling you, you may get a few little leeway passes if the attention ratio isn't where I need it to be. But if I'm not already feeling you, the first couple days or so is going to determine whether or not there's going to be another next couple of days. So I'm not saying you need to like pay hella attention to me or call me every day, text me every second on the day or whatever. But I at least need to know you interested or you are making time. I made a tweet yesterday. If you're not following me, I am at Southernly. That's Southern with an Ly at the end. My tweet was, you make time for what you want to make time for. So if, like, I'm busy all the time. Like, I get up in the morning at like 7 o'clock. I'm at work all day. I do get up at 7, maybe 7:30, whatever. I get up in the range of 7 o'clock.
Between 7 and
8. No, I did not get up at 8 o'clock. Don't play me. But I get up early enough and I go to work. And I'm at work all the way up until mostly like 8 o'clock most days. So if I find the time to text or make a phone call, why can't you? That's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, if you wanted to make that time for that person, you would have. So I feel like it's more so of a respect factor than a whole ratio. I mean, I'm not going to get all mathematical on like you need to call me X times. If I call you X times, divided by 3, carry to 1. I'm not going to do all that. But I do feel as though you need to at least make your presence known in my life. Because if not, I mean, what's the point of you even trying? That's how I feel. So it all boils down to respect for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I kind of get where they come from with the whole, a guy should be more interested in a girl, because I feel like with guys, it takes them, maybe not longer, but it takes them a little bit more to get to the point where girls start off. Like, a girl can build a whole fairy tale in her head day one. So, of course, she may be feeling dude super hard the first couple of days or so, whatever. Whereas he just may be like, I just thought she was cute. I don't know, Lyndsey, how do you feel?
I definitely think that in the beginning stages that the guy should like the girl more. I mean, I'm not saying should, because you can't dictate how much somebody likes someone or the attention, but I definitely think the guy has to make a bigger effort, because a girl, when you come up to her and you guys are texting and communicating or whatever, talking on the phone for the first few days, she is automatically more involved in it, especially if she's been feeling you already. So it's like, oh, you're waiting on him to call, blah, 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 waiting for that text. And it's like guys like lose interest or they're managing a team of many. So you don't know where, you fall in that realm. But I think it's definitely important for a man to show a woman interest, because we just want to see that we are important, that we fit into the schedule, because I'm not trying to invest my time and like you and you don't even feel the same way about me. Or it's like always a cat and mouse game. Like I'm hitting you up like, oh, let's hang out. Or you say like, okay, we're going to do that. And then it just doesn't happen. But I find that relationships that are the most successful, the guy has put in hella work and the girl kind of, not through shade, but, they were a little tougher. They didn't just give in. Like, the guy had to work for it. And I feel like those guys who do have to work to get the attention of that girl, they progress much further, because it's like after you do that and she's invested in you, like we're going to be invested. And it's like you obviously were at that point because you took the time to really come after me and show me that you were feeling me. So I think that for me, the guy needs to show a little interest. So yeah, so I just think that it goes a little better. It makes us feel special too. Like we don't want to always be the ones putting our feelings out there, because it's more expected that we do that. So when it's somebody else reciprocating it makes you feel a little better. And like Alexis said, it does take guys a little more time to warm up and to express themselves and do such things. And it's almost like them liking you or showing you more attention kind of equals out to the way that we feel. So it kind of makes it an equilibrium point. So you're in balance. Yeah. But I don't know. But too much attention is not always the best either, because too much water in that soil can drown that flower. Okay? So too much water in that soil can drown that flower. Okay? So that's not always a good thing. But you know what? It also depends on who it's coming from. Too much attention from the wrong person, it's like, please stop. But enough attention from that right person is just makes you shine like a cow jumping over the moon. It's just like the perfect.
Where are you getting these phrases?
It is just like so perfect. I'm telling you, because I've experienced it.
I feel like this where dudes mess up at though, because on average, most times if we are trying to establish something, I'm feeling you to some extent. Most times, that has not always been the case, but on average, it is the case. So in that beginning phase, I'm already like smitten, shall you say. So I'm excited. If I see your name come up on the screen or anything, I'm already like happy about it. But inconsistency, not talking to me on a regular, it just falls off the cliff. And then I'm just kind of like, F it. He don't have time for me. He don't want to talk to me. I'm not even going to deal with the situation anymore. And then that's when I lose interest. And for me, if I lose interest in you, it's a rare chance that I'm going to gain it back. Unless we had something kind of sort of working established before I lost interest. If it was all brand new and I lost interest,
yeah,
it's whatever.
I definitely feel like within first meetings that a date should be established within the first 2 weeks. I'm being generous with 2. It really should be the first week. But I feel like if you guys don't get together and hang out within that first time frame when it's all fresh and new and newbornish.
The honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's like you already starting off at a bad point. Please see the video Team Building 101. That's just not even bomb. Like if he hasn't even suggested or brought up like, oh, let's hang out. See, that's the thing. Attention, yeah, he could just be hitting you up, hanging out to talk. But is he hitting you up and making plans with you? That is the kicker. Because he can, be playing the game because he know what to say to get you there, to keep you on, as a part of his team or what have you. So you'll stay there and be one of the numbers. But it's like, what are your conversations? Are they of quality? Is he trying to get to know you, or is it just that basic general, how's your day?
How you doing?
Yeah, basic general surface conversation, as I say it. So
that's maintenance conversation.
Yeah,
because he just trying to maintain his presence.
Yeah, somebody actually told me the other day. I don't really know you. I said, yeah, that's because you don't ask me questions that go beneath the surface of, hey, how you doing? How was your day? Oh, how's work going? It's like a conversation and getting to know people involves not just question and answer, but discussing like, oh, I want to see this movie because blah, blah, blah. And it's just very natural. So you have to also assess the quality of the conversation and the quality of the attention that is being given to you. And and it's not always cute because he always want to be like, oh, you sexy, you this, you that. Like,
I do not like that. Any sexual undertone,
like, don't be trying to tell me nothing is sexual because I probably been heard it. I already know that. But that's not what you need to be expressing to me day 2 and to me even knowing you. It needs to be something general, something basic. You can, you know what I mean?
General.
So I'm not even trying to hear all that. So think about the quality of the attention. Don't just be all excited because you see his name pop up. You got a text message and he just saying hi. Nah, wrong. Or you respond back, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Shit. Like, what? For real? Like, and then I respond back, say, oh, I'm chilling too. I'm having this thing. Oh, I'll let you know. Like, no, that's not even hot right there. Like, I don't even want your attention if that's how you coming at me. You know what I'm saying? Make it something of quality. That's what we need to really be thinking about, especially in the 11 going into 2012. And as we're getting older, we can't just be phased because, oh, Cutie with the Waves wanted to come over and say, hey, Cutie with the Waves, bye, because you're so done. I need something more. What else are you bringing to this table? In conclusion, I personally think that attention from the guy is needed a little more because we as women want to feel that you want us naturally. And then I would say to the women, don't just be so excited because he texts you on a Monday saying, hey, yeah, he's going to text you on Monday because the weekend is over. Is he going to text you on Friday to see what you're doing for the weekend? Is he paying you the real prime time, as we are in advertising? Prime time is that 8 to 11 spot. Are you getting the 8 to 11? Or are you getting early morning news? that's not the prime time. So think about where you fit into that. Are you always on a weekday randomly doing something low key?
Or at nighttime?
Or at night? You don't want to be at night.
You don't want to be in a late night day part.
You don't, because that's really low CPM. Okay? And
tell them what CPM mean, Lyndsey.
Cost per thousand. Okay?
There we go.
So you don't.
And the rating is not that good.
Horrible. That's why people buy a lot of that, because they know they can get a lot on that late. But anyway, in any case, like, just think about the quality of it. Like, what are you guys doing? What do you talk about? Is it something substantial? Do you see it going anywhere? And not to say that everybody that comes up to you got to talk to and be booed up with. You can just have conversation and be friends and see each other at the party. Like, hey, what's up? You know, let's hang out. Oh, you know, mutual friends. We popping bottles, doing whatever. You know, that's cool. But for someone that you actually do like, you need to pay attention to these subtle signs of attention, how they're talking to you, when they're talking to you, the kind of comments they're making to you, because all that also shows you a little bit of their character, and it shows you how it'll play out in the long run.
And just to wrap it up, cut your losses when you see it happening. Don't sit there and try to fix the situation. Don't press him and be like, oh, let me call him and see what he's doing, or let me initiate this conversation. Because I feel like if you initiated it on day one and he ain't do nothing on day two, he gonna expect you to always be the one initiating conversation, and then you gonna always be the one carrying all the weight, and then that brings back the ratio. It will not be 50-50. It will be like 80. 100,
yes, and him at 0.0001.
Basically, and he gonna move on to the next, because as Lyndsey always says, he has a team of many. There we go. Bye.
Crown Heights, Flatbush, best style, Bushwick.